Good morning. It is day 5 of the Mindfulness Minute, and today I want to talk about when it is difficult to relax, when it is difficult to practice mindfulness, which is just the practice of being present, being in this moment. It's been argued that the reason why we struggle with depression is because we have a hard time getting out of the past, and we struggle with anxiety when we have a hard time being so stuck and fixated on the future. So the antidote or the solution is to be present in this moment. And as I've talked about in other videos, there's a variety of ways to be able to do this. And one of my favorite ways to do it is through meditation. And I just completed my morning meditation, and I noticed that today was particularly difficult. There are some days that are easier to concentrate than others, and today was one of those days that it was more difficult. I've got a tremendous amount of anxiety in my stomach. And of course, it's because I've got a tough week ahead and a tough weekend ahead, and I'm anticipating all of that. So oftentimes we will store this anxiety in our stomach. That's where our second brain is. There's actually millions of different neurons that are stored within the gut, and that's a topic for another video as well. But that's why we feel so much in our stomachs. It's because we've got essentially a second brain down there. So the technique that I use is to just simply drop my awareness down into the area of my body where I am feeling the sensation. So for instance, it's a tightness in my stomach that I feel right now, and just general discomfort, some pressure. So I go into my meditation and I drop my awareness down there. And what I do is I have a dialogue with it. I just talk to it. I'll ask it general questions like, where did you come from? Why are you here? What do you have to tell me? What can you teach me? And I allow the innate nature of the body to be able to deliver its messages to me on its own. And that in itself is a skill that takes some time to be able to learn how to do. But practice that. Practice trying not to control what is coming to you. Just allow the messages to come to you naturally and see what comes. See what your body is trying to tell you. Because it's really important to be in tune with not only what your mind is telling you, but your brain as well. And the more that you practice this, the easier it gets, and the messages become more clear. And like I said, some days are just going to be easier than others. So at the end of my meditation, I'd have to say that my anxiety went from like a 8 to maybe a 6. So I didn't move a whole lot, but that's kind of how it goes sometimes, and that's the importance of practice. So that is today's technique. It's day 5.